coming to the thing, you guys. That was nice. You didn't have to do that. My name's Andrew. Like he said, nice to meet everybody. I have several jokes for all of you. Let's begin. I live in an apartment in Jamaica Plain, just south of Boston. And in my Jamaica Plain apartment this winter, we got clothes moths. That was the thing that happened there. I don't know if anybody here has had that experience, but fuck those guys the most. They're the worst thing. Like, I've had regular pests in my place before. Like, I think we also still have mice. Like, mice are nothing. They're just like a super polite, shy roommate that lives in the same place as you. Like, anytime you even see a mouse in your house, it's just like, I am so sorry you saw me. I am just gonna go to my room. We are both mad about this. But like, it's much more confusing when like a pest eats your clothes, because then it's like you're infested with a bunch of tiny goats, or like all the hosts of what not to wear live in your walls. And you're just like, that has to go, and that has to go. And except that at the end of the show, there's not like a moment where they're like, the beauty was inside you this whole time. You just needed some confidence to bring it out and show everybody. It's just more like, we ate all your clothes, hooray! Do you have more clothes? The internet has a lot of suggestions to get rid of clothes moths, and they're either very boring or very fake sounding. And the first one is that you can put all your clothes in a freezer for 2 weeks. I think you're just supposed to like live in the barrel from cartoons until that 2-week period is over. The second is that you can put your clothes in a garbage bag and then put a bunch of dry ice in the garbage bag and then like tie it off, and you can like fog machine CO2 metallic your moths to death. And then the third way apparently is that you can get a bunch of wasps. That was the thing I read on the internet. Apparently there's a specific species of wasp that will lay its eggs in the eggs that the moths lay on your clothes. And then that was the end of the explanation for that on the internet. And that is not enough solution. You did not give me enough, giving me arguably a bigger problem. And now I have to fight my way to my computer to Google how do I get rid of all these wasps in my apartment. And it's going to be like, get a bunch of wolverines. And I'm like, this is a scam. I knew this was a scam the whole time. I moved is what happened. That was my solution, it turns out, was to talk shit about it in public and run away. My solution to most problems. I just moved in to a new place, also in Jamaica Plain. I have a new wife. I just got a new wife, and sorry, ladies, read it and feel the same way you did before. It's been long enough. It's been just over a year now, and it's been long enough that like people have stopped asking what the wedding was like, and are now asking like, oh, so how is married life? And it's great in general. That's the answer. Like it's basically exactly the same as it was before, except like the one difference that I can notice is that I have to wear a ring now, and I've never done that in my life, and I'm not super used to it. So worse. I think technically that means that it's worse. But it's weird to be like, don't ever get married, guys. Makes your finger feel kind of weird. I think my favorite thing that I've realized about it so far is that all jokes are funnier with two people. A thing you should know about me is that I think that being like a crazy person to confuse strangers in public is like the funniest thing you can possibly do. That's just a thing that I think is hilarious. Like anytime I'm in Boston downtown and someone asks me what time it is, I don't ever have a watch on, and so I just check my pulse and then I just guess at the time. That's a thing you can all do. It's very fun. Whenever I go to trivia, I always make our team name Andrew, will you marry me? And then every time the guy reads out the scores in our name, I just go, no! Like increasingly mad at him for proposing each time. One time a lady added me as a friend on Facebook by mistake, and she sent me a message right away to let me know that it was a mistake that she had asked to be my friend. And the message was very polite in that it was just like, hey, you don't know who I am, I'm just a stranger, like I just hit that button by mistake. I'm sure you're a lovely person, I promise I'm not like a creep or anything, you can just ignore that, that's fine, I won't like be offended or anything. And my response, just in all capital letters, was just, "Nice try, new friend," and I accepted it. That's just the stuff that I think is funny. And now there's like a second person for all that dumb garbage, and it's the best. Like we were in Austin in January, and we were in downtown Austin, and then this group of like Segways drove by us, like with people on them, and all either one of us wanted to do when we saw them drive by is just like join the tour, like crash the tour, and just like hold our hands like this as we walk, like leaning as we go everywhere around, and just act like nothing's weird. And if it's just me doing that, then the tour guide is immediately just like, "Get out of here, you crazy guy, what are you doing?" But if there's two people, there's like one more moment of pause where he has to wonder if he's the person who's insane. That's my favorite thing about being married thus far. I think technically we got married like 3 years ago though. I don't understand I don't understand common law marriage at all, but I feel like it should be this. I got a few winters ago I got a text from my then fiance, and it just said, "I bought some really yummy Triscuits today." That was the whole thing. And I just feel like if I showed that on my phone to like a judge, he'd just be like, "Married," and just bang a hammer. It's like, that's not dating, whatever that is. Dating is over. Like if you have that thought and you're like a couple months into dating someone, you look at your phone and are like, "I think I'm just gonna holster that one for a little while. I might just wait till I see him in person before I tell him the Triscuit story." Might just never say about that out loud. Might just take that to the grave with me. Like it's been long enough now that she's heard everything interesting that I will ever have to say, and so like all my texts to her are just anything. Just like, "Pizza is delicious. Do you still like pizza? Alright, cool, just checking. I have said something. It is officially your turn to say something." That's what texting is now. And like I understand that what I'm about to say is not like a perfect solution, but I just feel like relationships could be simpler if couples could agree to have sex every time they run out of things to talk about. That seems like something worth trying that no one's even tried before. And like worst case scenario, everybody gets too laid. I specify couples in that agreement and not just people though, because that would be chaos. I'd have to get so much better at like elevator small talk, and it's just me and some dude in a suit, and I'm just like, "The weather's bad. I don't like the bad weather." Shit. I gotta go, guys. Enjoy the rest of the show.